Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You may or may not have seen this look done in a Get Ready With Me already. I know I'm wearing the exact same thing. I'm pre-filming because I have a really busy week coming up and I'm not gonna have much time to film. So today I am going to attempt to film my first ever Project Pan video. We're gonna see how this goes because I just started getting into Project Pan videos, so I feel like I'm pretty familiar with the things that I have, and I don't want to give myself unrealistic expectations because of the type of channel that I have. I still am going to be trying out new things, so I'm not adding any eyeshadow to this video only because I don't have many that I actually use right now because I've been so into color lately. That's mainly been my focus, so I will be buying probably some new colorful palettes this year. So excluding eyeshadow, I think I have a lot of other topics covered here that I would really like to use. I also did not include any brow products because I feel like I go through those very quickly and that would kind of be cheating. That's a really easy one to put on here. So I'll start with a primer, and this primer I've had for a really long time and I feel like I need to use it up before it goes bad because I did spend my money on it. And this is the Catrice Prime and Fine primer, and there's probably more than half of it in here still, and I bought this so long ago and I just never reached for it. So this is going to be the first thing to go into my basket of things that I need to use this year. And next up for foundations, I have two foundations that I want to use because I noticed recently I've bought like 5 foundations in the last few months and I need to focus on using those before I buy any more. So one I actually have been using, but it doesn't even look like there's a dent out of it. Like it's literally still up to here. And this is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I really, really like this foundation and I need to just remember to use this. And I think this will be a good one for the summer too because it does have SPF 20 in it. So that foundation going in the basket. And the other foundation that I want to try to use is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation, and this is another one that I bought a while ago. So it expires January 2020, so I literally have a year to use up this foundation, and I liked it. It wasn't my favorite, but right now I have dry skin, so I should try to use it up in the winter because in the summer I wasn't really loving it. But I want to give this another shot and try to use up as much as I can of this because also I bought this and I should just use it, right? Next, I have two concealers that I've kind of been using a little bit, but also looking past because I use a lot of the Shape Tape, so I'm not putting the Shape Tape in this video because I think that's going to be an easy one for me to use up for the year. But I'm going to focus on using up my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This one I do like. I just noticed that I haven't been reaching for it because I've been using the Shape Tape a lot. And then also this LA Girl Pro Concealer that I have. This is a my lips are getting clumpy. Ugh. This is a recent buy. I really like this concealer for under my eyes. I do feel like it cancels out a lot of the dark circles under my eyes, so I'm going to try to start mixing this with the Shape Tape a little bit more and make sure that I use this up as well because I do feel like it's a little dark on its own, but mixed with a little bit of the Shape Tape, it works out pretty well. I discovered that today. So these are the two concealers that I will be trying to make sure I use up, especially before I buy any more. The Shape Tape I will probably continue to stock up on just because this is my go-to right now, but I do want to use up other things along with it as well. So I basically always either use the Coty Airspun powder or the Maybelline Fit Me powder right now, so I'm not going into like setting powders for my face because those are the only two I really use anyway. But I will go into a couple of bronzers. So I have been loving my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but I still feel like I'm nowhere near hitting pan on this, and I've been using it for so long, but this is one that I'm going to try to use up this year for a bronzer. And then staying on the bronzer topic, so this book is something that I bought because I thought it would be really, really helpful for me to try out some IT Cosmetics stuff because I never had, and this is something that I spend a decent amount of money on, so I do want to try to use the products in this book. So I am going to be working on this bronzer as well. And while we're here, I really like this blush. This is one that I'm going to be working on using up this year as well. This is going to be the one blush that I put in here, I think, because Like I said, again, I did spend decent money on this book, and I want to get use out of at least some of the products because the eyeshadows, they perform fine, but they're not my style, and I'm not going to be using those. So yeah, the bronzer, the blush in this kit, and then also the highlighter. These are three things that I feel like I get the most use of out of this book, so I want to make sure that I'm really digging into these and using up what I can in here because I do really enjoy them. And yeah, it might be a little bit more bulky, like this isn't something I'd take, well, I might take it traveling actually, I don't know. But yes, bronzer, blush, and highlighter all in this kit are on my project pan. I want to get through these babies, and as you can see, like even the words, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the words are still embossed up on top of these things. Like I have some work to do. So I do want to get some good use out of this book. Then I have a couple of things for contouring. So both Wet n Wild products, I have this Wet n Wild contour palette that I actually really like. I have been using it fairly recently, even though you could literally never tell. But this is another thing I want to work on using because really, like, how many contour products do you need? This one works good for me, so I may as well use this up before I go and get a ton of other stuff. And then the other thing is for cream contouring. This is the Wet n Wild dual-ended contour stick. Barely used any of this yet, but I really like it, and I have been liking to cream contour so I don't have to use quite as much powder products on my face right now with my skin being so dry. So I have used both ends of this. I kind of use them together, and I really like it, so I want to make sure before I dive in and get any other products, I will just be sure to be using this one up and this one up for contouring. And I will probably make videos like quarterly to kind of update on where I'm at with these. And then I might also throw in like monthly like things that I want to try to use up that month or stuff like that. But for now, these are all the big things that I want to try to get through this year because I don't really feel like I need more right now with the items that I have. So if I just use them up, it'll give me an excuse to buy more things, right? I don't know. So the last thing is a setting spray, and this is one that I did buy a while ago, and it's just the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. And it's not bad, it's not my favorite, it's fine, but I do, just because again I bought it and I got through about 3/4 of it and then just stopped using it, and it's just been sitting here. So this is another thing that I'm just throwing in here just to have something else that I can add into my empties bin instead of just letting things pile up and pile up and pile up, because that's what's driving me crazy is I'm not using half the stuff that I have, and I don't even have that much stuff. So I can't imagine all these people out there that have like tons and tons of things, because I go crazy seeing things go to waste, probably because I'm such a freak about money and not wanting to waste things, and we're the same way about food, like make sure we have those leftover nights and whatever, get everything eaten. So I'm getting off topic, but I'm going to use up this setting spray just to get it out of here and not have to let it just be one of those things that piles up, because I'm not going to throw it away. There's still stuff in it. Why would I throw it away? You know, let's use a little now. Oh, not a very great mist. That felt like raindrops. Raindrops are falling on my face. Those are the things that I'm going to be focusing on for the year, because those are things I've noticed I've had sitting around here the longest. I'm not going to let them go to waste. It's not going to happen. They work fine for me. It's not like they're not my color. They're not whatever. They work fine for me. So I just need to use them. Pressed powders take a long time to get through. So I'm not going to give myself a month to get through bronzers and contours. And like contouring, you use a tiny little bit of a powder. Like, you can't get through that in a month. So I'm giving myself a year for these types of items. But yeah, I know this was a super video. This was a super quick and chill video, but this is, if I don't put it on camera, I'm not going to do it. I can't just set goals for myself and say I'm going to do this and then not tell anybody, because if nobody is, like, I almost feel like you guys are holding me accountable. So I know that I told you guys this is what I'm gonna do. So now I need to work my way through this shit, and I need to get this done so I can make you proud, and I can be like, look what I did. Look what I accomplished this year. Because look, I already started with my learning how to do a halo eye, and I don't think it came out that bad, really. So here I am, still in 2018, working towards my 2019 goals. We'll see how 2019 goes. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. You better come back. You better come back next time. I'll be watching.